I woke up to the sound of my own blood hitting the sheets. The knife was already buried in my ribs when my eyes flew open at 3:12 a.m. Liam's shadow loomed over me, the hallway light glinting off the blade as he yanked it free. His voice was soft, almost loving. "You shouldn't have kept pushing, Harper." Then he was gone, footsteps fading down the stairs like nothing happened. In the Caldwell house, silence had always been the rule. Doors stayed unlocked because we're family, Mom, Claire, would say with that plastic smile she wore like makeup. Dad, Victor, called it respect. I called it a cage with the bars painted pretty. Mornings were a performance. I'd drift into the kitchen in an oversized hoodie, sleeves tugged over the fresh bruises of sleeplessness. Claire would be flipping pancakes, laughing at something Liam said, her perfect son with the perfect grades and the perfect future. Liam would flash me that dimpled grin. "Rough night, sis?" he'd ask, voice dripping honey while his eyes said something darker. I'd mumble good morning and pretend I didn't notice him watching the staircase that led to my room. It started small. $20 gone from my purse. My diary left face down instead of face up. My anxiety meds short by 4 pills. When I tried to speak, Claire cut me off mid-sentence. "You're stressed, Harper. Senior year is hard on everyone." Victor was worse. "Stop creating drama. We don't accuse each other in this house." Accuse. Like saying I felt unsafe was the real crime. Then one Thursday I came home to find my bedroom door ajar and the faint smell of Liam's cologne still hanging in the air. That night I dug my ancient phone out of a shoebox, charged it, and wedged it between 2 textbooks on my shelf, lens aimed at the door. I hit record and prayed I was wrong. I wasn't. For 5 nights the footage showed nothing but darkness. On the 6th, at 2:58 a.m., the door eased open. Liam slipped in wearing socks, silent as smoke. He rifled my desk, pocketing cash. Flipped through my diary like bedtime reading. Then he just stood at the foot of my bed. 11 minutes. Not moving. Just staring at me while I slept. I threw up in Ellie's bathroom when I showed her the clip. "You're showing your parents tonight," she said, face pale. "They can't ignore video." They could. They did. I played it on the living room TV after dinner. Victor's jaw tightened. Claire blinked twice. Liam leaned in the doorway, arms crossed, smirking like he'd already won. Victor spoke first. "This proves nothing. He was probably borrowing a charger." Claire nodded. "You've been paranoid for months, Harper. Spying on your own brother? That's the real problem here." I felt the walls close in. The truth was right there in 1080p, and it still wasn't enough. 2 nights later the knife found me. I woke in the hospital to beeping machines and the sour taste of betrayal. Detective Ruiz sat beside me, kind eyes, tired voice. I told her everything, every missing pill, every ignored plea, every second of that footage. She listened without flinching. Claire and Victor arrived an hour later wearing concern like a costume. When Ruiz asked where they'd been at 3 a.m., Victor laughed, actually laughed. She did this to herself. Classic cry for help. Claire dabbed dry eyes. She's always been jealous of Liam. Ruiz's pen stopped moving. Something shifted behind her gaze. They found my pill bottle, label scratched off, in Liam's gym locker, along with stolen AirPods, cash, and a girl's gold necklace from another school. Classmates came forward. He'd bragged about messing with Harper's head, about slipping into my room whenever he felt like it, about how funny it was that no one believed me. The preliminary hearing was cold marble and colder stares. My lawyer, Marisol Vega, squeezed my shoulder before we began. "Breathe. We've got this." They played the bedroom footage on the courtroom screen. 11 minutes of Liam watching me sleep. Claire looked away. Victor whispered furiously to their attorney. Liam, in an orange jumpsuit 2 sizes too big, stared at the floor. When the judge asked if he had anything to say, Liam cracked. "I just wanted her to stop snooping." "It wasn't supposed to go that deep," she moved. The gavel slammed before he finished. "Attempted murder," Judge Harlan said, voice like winter. "Detention until 21, no contact order, lifetime registration." She turned to my parents. "And you too, mandatory parenting classes, probation, and you will pay every cent of your daughter's medical care. Your willful blindness nearly cost her life. I moved in with Ellie and her mom that same afternoon. The first night, I slept with the door locked and didn't wake up once. The scar still pulls when it rains, but it's proof I survived. I'm studying forensic psychology now because someone believed the girl no one else would. Because evidence finally spoke louder than perfect smiles and family loyalty. If you're reading this and something feels wrong where you live, document everything. Speak, even when they tell you you're crazy. Your voice is the only thing they can't take away forever. Share your story below. You're not as alone as they want you to think.